Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for all those who have a Sagittarius sun sign, Sagittarius moon sign, Sagittarius ascendant. We're taking a look at your current energy and see how this energy and this reading connects with you, um, and a situation you're experiencing or something which has been on your mind, something you're currently dealing with. See how it connects with any of these, and see if the guidance appeals to you. Follow it through after having gone through it for yourself and seeing that if it is adding up and it is something you would like to focus on. So, Sagittarius, we'll start your reading by taking a look at your past. What's been happening with you? Where are you coming from? That forms the base of our reading. Just give me a minute. So, what's your past? Card about the Knight of Cups. Okay, so it primarily, in the past you've been dealing with something emotional, yes? High Priestess in your present and Four of Cups. All right. So it seems to be an emotional situation where we are not able to do much about it. All right, because with the High Priestess, it's a card of, a bit of secrecy, some kind of, hidden knowledge. It's basically a card of, looking into things rather than doing things. Okay, and because, one cannot do much, then it feels a bit of, it feels a little heavy, it feels a little stuck, that, we're not able to do something about it. Let's clarify all your cards. What's this Knight of Cups about? You have the Nine of Cups over here. So it does talk of, having some kind of wish in focus. And you've got Three of Swords. And you have the Ace of Cups. So it does talk of an emotional, some kind of wish fulfillment, which maybe you're looking at, you're wishing for a romantic relationship, I think, Sagittarius, right? And I think, it's not, I mean, you're looking at one, you're wanting one, but, and you're all, ready for it, but somehow it's not happening. Or maybe for some of you, you are looking at connecting with somebody. You want to take a proposal to them, you want to approach them, but for some reason, you're not able to. You're not able to start this relationship, Sagittarius. And I think that is what is causing you a little concern. There might be, some obstacles. Let's see what it is. But for whatever reason, you're not able to move ahead. It's making you feel very sad. Or for some of you, a relationship having not gone the way you thought it would, that is also making you feel sad. So maybe you did start, there was the beginning of a relationship, and somehow it did not pan out the way you thought it would. The way it started, the way it came about was something which is kind of upset you, and made you feel sad rather than make you feel happy. See what is working for you. Either a relationship started and it's just, like it was something you were wishing for, it did happen, but something went awry, something was amiss, or something happened because of which you're feeling very sad. Or for some of you, you're looking forward to a relationship, but nothing is coming about for you. And the third situation is that you want to, move ahead and propose to somebody and express your interest in them, express your feelings for them, but for some reason you're not able to, which is again making you feel very unhappy. See what situation you come in, Sagittarius, and let's take a look at this High Priestess. What does she want us to know? We've got the Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Lovers. So she's telling us, the High Priestess is telling us to get a little clear about few things and not run away from issues before we make our choices. So there is some, I think at your thought, at the thought level, you either are a little confused, or you're a little vague, or there is some confusion, lack of clarity in your thought process, which you're avoiding. You don't want to look at it. Probably you feel that, if I just move ahead with the relationship, things will fall into place. I will take a look at things or think about things after I have, started the relationship. But here the high priestess card is telling us to look at things inside, because it's a card of secrecy. There's night, there is, it is like artificial light. It is not the sunlight which clears up things on the outside. Here we are asked to light, switch on the bulb inside to see what is it with us, which needs sorting out, which needs clarity, which needs honesty, which needs truth, which we are running away from. And that is very, very essential for you to do before you can start moving on to whatever path you wanted or whatever relationship you wanted, Sagittarius. So there's some amount of, work which you are running away from, which is actually what is preventing this relationship from, you know manifesting or coming around. All right, it is pretty much there. It's there in the energy. It's in your energetic field, it's there at the energy level, but the manifestation is not happening because of some, like I said, you need to be honest and truthful about something to yourself which you don't want to acknowledge. You feel that, let me just avoid it even now, for now, and maybe even later, maybe it is not so important. But whatever you are avoiding, Sagittarius, holds the key to this relationship. Now let's see, why is this Four of Cups coming up for you in your future? And it is quite possible, if you're going to run away from something. Why I'm saying run away? Because this card literally means that. So I'll just put it in another way, that if you're avoiding something, you are avoiding looking at something. If you're not going to deal with it, that is why this emotional stagnation and heaviness is going to be experienced. Right, we've got the moon card here. Again, the moon card is quite akin to the high priestess, where it talks about looking into the shadows. The shadows, even if we take a normal scenario at night where though the moonlight is shining, but we would definitely not risk going into dark corners. We would definitely not risk looking at things which, a shadow, the shadow of something kind of, tells us that it's best to keep our distance, right? Let's not go into it right now. We can go and see it tomorrow during sunlight when it's all clear. So that is a kind of fear also we have, which we are carrying, and we don't, because of which we don't want to look at something, because it could be something, some, past fears coming up, some past unhealed emotions coming up, some past unpleasant memories coming up, which you feel that, belong to the past, and they don't have a bearing in your current this relationship or any scenario you're experiencing. But whatever you are avoiding, and whatever you are thinking that let it be in the shadow, let it be in the dark, I think that is what is causing the heaviness for you. Whatever you don't want to look at, Sagittarius, seems to be the root cause of this heaviness. You are being urged to, your mind will be at peace the moment you start acknowledging it. Okay. Yeah, and then you'll be all set to, then you'll be in that, you'll feel that, I feel with the Three of Cups, it would be a good idea to share this with somebody. If you feel that, you don't want to deal with it yourself, that's perfectly all right. Sometimes, I mean, that's what we have friends, family, and confidants for, to help us through this. So it would be a good idea if you make up your mind that, I would like to connect with a friend, or with, some trustworthy friends, or anybody you trust in, that could help you ease out this situation. That is what is likely to come up. So it does say that, most of you, if not all of you, will look at sharing this with somebody, so that you can get your perspective on what you are avoiding. Right, so maybe yes, it is, sometimes it's difficult to, handle things on our own. So it would be, this is what is coming up. So in the future, I think quite a few of you would like to, connect with somebody to, find you, so that you can get a way out of this emotional heaviness, this emotional stagnation. And for some of you, where you are experiencing this, meeting up with friends, connecting with a group of people, having some light-hearted conversation with them can often hold the key towards this situation. Something might come up in your course of conversation, or maybe a change of place, just sitting with people like that. Something is going to move within you which is going to give you your peace of mind. Maybe like sometimes it does happen when we talk to people, and when people say whatever conversation is happening, that also serves as a little light or a candle to our own problems. It provides a little solution. So sometimes just being in company of friends, or generally whoever you are likely to go and meet in the coming future, just listening to them, talking to them probably shifts a few things for you, which give you your peace of mind regarding the situation, which would help alter the frequency of this emotional heaviness. All right. So where you are, where for some of you, where that there is this get together coming around, just wait for that and see. Just go there and see. Whatever you hear, whatever the conversation is about, whatever is being discussed, talked about. Sometimes there's a lot of issues which are thrashed out between friends and colleagues. So something you might hear, something might click with you, which kind of gives you some kind of relief from this entire situation. And those of you where there's nothing coming up, it would be a good idea if you initiate a get together with friends, colleagues, whoever, family. What's your guidance? The sickle. Yes, it's about time that this entire situation needs to be uprooted. I can look at it like that. Something needs to be uprooted. This entire thing, whatever the root cause of this situation is, all right, when you go for this the root cause of this emotional heaviness, whatever you are running away from, whatever you're being, whatever truth you don't want to see, you are going that is going to be exposed in this get together, Sagittarius. So maybe there is a meeting coming up with for you where the root cause of whatever is burdening you is going to be um, revealed, and issues which have been which are whatever you are experiencing, which are more of a drain than anything else, that is also going to get uprooted. A lot of things are getting removed from the core of it, and transformation is coming about, very childlike happy changes coming about for you, Sagittarius, very happy ones. So whatever is holding you back, whatever keeps you stuck, whatever keeps you emotionally heavy and stagnant, it's all going to change when you go out and this 3 of Cups card comes into action, because you will unearth something, you will discover something, it will be transformative for you, and it will give you the peace of mind. So this in it could be a romantic relationship, or it could be anybody, because every time we connect with any person, there are some emotions at play, right? Some amount of emotional connect does happen with each and every person we meet, or rather each and every one outside of us we meet. Even if we have our plants, we've got our pets, we've got stray animals, birds, anybody who we are in touch with, or who are in contact with us, we see them on a daily basis, we do have emotional cords connecting with them, right? So those some chords are going to be uprooted for you when you come across these people, and it is going to give you your clarity. So maybe you are also looking at clarity, but it is not coming about because of the High Priestess card. We've not got any pentacles, but information is coming your way, which is going to bring about a shift in the situation, Sagittarius. Information is definitely coming about. So do make it a point to accept a social invite, uh, any invitation which calls you to get together with people, any meeting which you are being called to. Go there, you will hear something is going to be revealed to you, the root cause of this entire burden, and you will see the situation shifting for yourself. Roots of abundance. I was just talking of uprooting, right? And that's exactly what we have got over here. So whatever has been long held, okay, whatever has been long held is going to finally get uprooted, and then you will be able to plant, you know uh, you'll be able to plant new ideas. Whatever is you're going to get unstuck, And when you get unstuck, whatever is, whatever vacant space is, present over there after this rose has been uprooted, then you see that place has got enough capacity for you to put down new roots, to sow new seeds, to plant a new plant, which is going to be more abundant, which is going to thrive, which is going to prosper, which is going to give you plenty. So something needs to be removed, Sagittarius, for you, and it is on its way. Things are moving for it to get uprooted so that you can put and plant something else in that place, which is going to be abundant and prosperous and not dense, heavy like this. So one thing is very clear, there is nothing you need to do because you've not got any pentacles. Just go and be aware of, keep it in your cognizance, all these things, whatever bothers you, whatever makes you feel heavy, whatever you're running away from, whatever is causing you grief, whatever is not working, there is something which you need to be cognizant of, because the moment you become aware of that and you attend this meeting, it is all going to clear up for you, right? Otherwise it just becomes a little more confusing to see, what happens in this meeting. So it's like, working backwards. This reading is preparing you for what is coming up. So do be cognizant of, all what is in the shadows. Do be cognizant of what is, but you don't let it come to the surface, right? Because it's all set to get it's all set to change. Just keep your awareness with you, the royal you. This card sometimes does give me conflicting messages, so I will take out another card for this. All right. So what is this? Okay, here we've got it. Divine Matrix and Call of the Muse. Okay, just let me put it like this: Divine Matrix and Call of the Muse. So yes, now with this, the royal you, it is telling, this card is telling you to see for yourself, how things are going to fall into place. Divine Matrix, you have there's a inner calling which you need to follow, which I feel is going to put you in the spotlight, which is going to make you shine. That is why I think that emphasis is there, that keep your awareness high. Be aware of everything. You know what the situation is, Sagittarius. It's so just bear in mind that situation, bear in mind every aspect to it, because you are this time is really very, very ripe for things to get uprooted, for things to be exposed, for things to be revealed, for you to see how these F's, see how things are connected, see how certain connections bring about things and certain connections uproot things. This royal you also talks of, uh, having, coming into that majestic energy, coming into, a powerful energy, because this definitely talks of a king or a queen. All right. So here you are being urged that, this is what is going to be, you will come into this kind of energy of confidence, authority, leadership. Just be aware of all these things, all these, hidden things which need to be in your conscious mind. You need to be aware of them, because a big change is coming around for you, Sagittarius. Things need to go, new things need to come. Heed the call of the muse. Whatever you feel inspired to do, just do that. It is, it is going to, you will see that when you follow this call, there are certain things which are going to happen. That is why you're being urged to follow your creative energy as well. You're being urged to see what is calling you. Why is it calling you? It holds some message, it holds a meaning, because it is connected to your entire situation. So whatever creative urge you have, whenever you see this reading, just follow it through, because it is going to bring about a shift in the entire energy. How it works is magical, and that I will leave to the universe, because for everybody the situation is quite different. All right, but yes, it is something you've been wishing for and which needs to happen, and a little bit of effort from your part of looking into things, being honest with things, and following the call of the muse is going to bring about a shift in the energy, right? And so that you get prepared for that get together, which is by the Three of Cups. Now let me get you a card of outcome. What is a likely outcome for you, Sagittarius? What is the likely outcome for Sagittarius? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting, Sagittarius. The wheel is turning. It's time for things to happen finally. So just bear the messages in mind because the time is very right. The divine matrix also talks of things being done at the right time, because when we do them, then the connection happens. Without doing it, things don't connect. So whatever you're being urged to do, just follow that. It is going to play a big role in your situation, in shifting things, in shifting the emotional heaviness, in bringing about clarity for you, in bringing about peace of mind for you regarding a wish fulfillment. For you, for some of you it could be a relationship, for some of you it could be whatever you are dealing with, or whatever your whatever was the question when you saw this reading. So that is for that thing to start getting unraveled, opened up, and get going. This is the guidance for you. All right, so with that, I'll wrap up your reading, Sagittarius. Thanks for watching.